Hi, would you like to know how to change a behavior? If yes, stay tuned because in the following material I will tell you how to specifically achieve that. I'm Dr. Matt. Welcome to my channel. So let's start from the very beginning. What is a behavior? Behavior is a verbal or non-verbal action, bodily action that realizes and executes a certain need that we have. Need might be cognitive or emotional, but whatever we do on the outside always is a mirror reflection of what we feel or think on the inside. Say someone is smoking a cigarette, this is a behavior, we see it on the outside, but on the inside we don't really know what kind of needs they are trying to realize. Maybe it's about feeling relaxed, maybe it's about socializing, maybe it's about doing something finally for themselves because everything else is based on altruism and doing things for others and so on and so on. So always when we want to change a behavior but we don't address the need that actually supports it, we end up sabotaging it and the brain won't be able to change it. If you tell someone just stop doing this, stop smoking, then most probably even if they stopped for a while they will have an internal sabotage. So maybe they stop smoking but they feel bad on the inside because now they lost their only possibly mode and methods to actually relax themselves. So we always need to address what's behind the behavior, which is what's driving the behavior. So to do this, always start with naming and labeling the behavior that you want to change. For example, stop smoking, stop shouting, or work less. This is specific. We know what needs to be done. Now, address the needs. Why do you smoke? Why do you work so much? Why do you shout? What's the need behind it? What's driving this behavior? What do you do this for? This is a bit of therapeutic. If you start digging what's underneath, you will see that people don't necessarily differ a lot when it comes to behaviors that they use, but oh boy, they do differ when it comes to the reasons why they use these behaviors. You can have two people running, both of them actually burn the same amount of calories, but the one who runs because they love it and it's their passion will feel way better after running. The one who runs but hates it because they pursue another needs, which is some sort of internal hyper-perfectionist mechanism that they are not even consciously aware of, hates this activity even though they are successful in it. So once they stop running, rather than feeling good about themselves the way the first person did, they will actually feel only a relief. I mean, if you compare happiness and relief, there's nothing to compare. These are two different worlds. So once you find the needs that you wanted to change, now you have to find a new behavior that pursues the needs that they told you about. So if they were smoking to relax themselves, the question would be, how can you relax yourself differently rather than smoke? If they were shouting to motivate their, say, employees, the question would be, how will you motivate them right now rather than shout? And finally, if they were working too much and the need was to support family, you can say, how can you support your family without working so much? And this way, you will actually get it down to a very simple methods that is called behavioral substitution. You take one behavior, you find out the need, and now you change this behavior with a new behavior that supports and executes the same need that is there. We never change the need, but what we do, we change the behavior that actually executes it. Once you finish this simple process, you can carry on with the following exercises, which is divided into a few steps. To make any kind of behavior habitual, you have to constantly repeat it. Science says that it's between 3 up to 8 weeks that we need to actually have a habit created. The following procedure is going to help you with it. Firstly, use visualization. Imagine yourself behaving in a new way. Secondly, association. Now, once you imagined, physically enter, moving your body into this story, identifying with it. So if you imagine that you are relaxing by meditating, just do this. And pretend that you are meditating. This way, your brain, which actually doesn't know the difference between pretending and telling the truth, because it's based on the input, which can be both internal and external, then your brain will start getting adjusted to it, and if you repeat it often enough times, then it will habituate it. After visualization and association, go into step number 3, which is modification. What do you need to specifically change about this behavior so that you feel that you identify with this completely, and you feel with every fiber of your soul that you will do this. And finally, step number 4, which is future pacing. Imagine yourself performing this in the future in certain situations. And specifically plan well where and when you will be executing these behaviors. If you do it this way, the probability of achieving success in changing your behaviors is way higher. And finally, there's one more behavior I would like you to be motivated to do. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet, because this way you will be updated with all the information that we put in here. Leave a comment and a thumb up. See you next time. Thank you very much.